Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Nanny Phantom. Welcome back to the channel, and I have a very, very special guest here today. You guys already know him. It's TBL. Say what's up.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my second channel. Because that's what
Right?
this is.
Exactly. But guys, I'm gonna explain why Ricky's here. I'm sure you could already see by the title and possibly like other people in this league that we actually joined. So pretty much it's a team league. We had a team league. It was one of my first videos that I had on here on the channel when I came back. So you guys should already be familiar with Ricky. I talk about him all the time anyway, so like so you should already know who he is. So TBL guys, it's gonna be a lot more organized of a team league this time. It is organized by Kelly. I know he's like the owner. Do you know if anybody else like owns it with him, or is it just under the radar?
I think General Darhill Ben. I think he helps sometimes.
Okay, cool.
But he's not playing this season, so
mainly.
I'm
sure.
I also help because I'm
Word, yeah, definitely. And I should probably play my music. So really quick, guys, you're gonna see my music screen. Okay, cool. So we are in TBL, guys. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot more organized just cause it's actually YouTubers like PokeTubers doing it. When we did the other league, it wasn't as organized. So this one's gonna be nice, a team league with my boy TBL. And I'm just gonna really quick explain how the schedule is gonna work. Pretty much this draft analysis here today is going up on my channel. Obviously, you guys are gonna see that here. And then each week after that, so Ricky's gonna be week 1, I'm gonna be week 2, and then so on. So make sure you guys do subscribe to the both of us, just because if you aren't subscribed to the both of us, you're gonna miss a week. So just remember, Ricky's weeks are always gonna be the odd numbers, and then mine are gonna be the even numbers. So yeah, look forward to that, because week 1's gonna be a really, really good one. And what else? Ricky, you want to explain how like the draft order worked and everything?
Yeah, sure. So instead of just randomizing the draft order, we did something actually that was pretty fun. We basically played Scribble with everybody in call, which is basically Pictionary. So everybody like gets a turn. You have to draw them on. Other people have to, guess what it is, and you get points based on like how quick people guess and how many guesses you get. And I purposely threw the game so we would get last pick, and that way we get a wheel pick. So there's only 8 teams in this league. So I mean, like, no matter what draft position you're in, realistically you'd be fine. But wheel pick is the best pick. Like the last pick of round 1 is the best pick. So we got that one, and yes, that means we'll have a wheel. We can always pair our picks together, which is great. Love it.
Yeah. I mean, Ricky says he lost on purpose, but I don't know. I think he's
lying. I did, bro. No shot.
I think he's just terrible.
Right,
well, I can't say much. I wasn't there, so I can't even say anything.
Yeah. All I know is I drew a Rapidash that did not look like a Rapidash, so maybe I do suck.
Yeah. I'm probably worse. But yeah, guys, you heard it. So pretty much the draft order was given by Scribble, and that was a really cool, fun way to kind of just change things up. And yeah, we got the 3rd overall pick, which is really, really good. I mean, no, I'm not saying 3rd. I'm thinking of the other league. Last overall pick. Yeah. Which again, wheel pick is always my favorite, so that's why, we're there. But pretty much that's how the draft is gonna be. It's a point draft, so you're gonna see on the screen. We're doing it on Showdown. I might change it, so if you do see a little different. But on Showdown here, it's with points, so you're gonna see the points for each mon that we're doing. And it was out of how many points was it out of? 110.
110.
10, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
cool.
It was 110.
Awesome. So 110, and then we go from there on. We're not really gonna say how many points are deducted each time we talk about a mon. You guys can kind of just see from there, from the numbers on the nicknames. But yeah, let's get into this. So I'm gonna have Ricky start off with our first mon. So let's go, Ricky. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So going into it, me and Danny, like, we're already going to be in another league. So this league is going to be like a little bit more chill. We're not going to really take it as serious. We're just going to try to have fun. And that sort of went into the drafting process as well. So we weren't like super focused on getting like mons that worked super well together. We're more so just focusing on mons that we wanted to use. But in the end, I think we have a pretty solid team anyways.
Yeah.
Mon we decided to go with first round was Incineroar. A lot of the good stuff already went, obviously us being last pick, but Incineroar looks like a super fun mon. Like, I don't like, or it's not that I don't like him, I just don't value fast electric types in the format that much, or as much as other people, but I think Incineroar is going to be an exception because I feel like its coverage is amazing, its speed is great, it can go like mixed offenses, So it's great. I mean, we've already planned for week 1, and like Zeraora is just so much fun to prep for, and I feel like it's gonna put in work every single week.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I know you don't like fast electrics. I still like them, but I don't pick them as much anymore this generation. But yeah, Zeraora is one of the ones that if you have a chance to pick, like, you gotta take it. It's so good. It's fast. You can run it like Adamant or Modest a lot of the times. And just having the chance to set up, bulk up, and things like that. It's a cool mon. We're gonna have a good blast with this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So that's Zeraora, guys. Next up, we got a mon to pair really, really well with Zeraora, and that is Corviknight. I'm sure you guys have seen this combination so many times already this generation, but it's such a good one that it's too good to like pass. Corviknight I've used in the past, and I love this mon, so it's really good. A bulky steel type, flying type that is very, very good to have also for some ground immunities and things like that. Ability pressure, really cool. But pretty much this thing is here so we can have a very reliable defogger and just be super bulky. Again, like, there's not much to say about Corviknight that you guys already don't know. But I'm gonna have fun with this one, and we can do some really cool things like this thing gets bulk up, right?
Yeah, I guess bulk
yeah,
up.
bulk up, iron defense,
iron
body press. Yeah. So this thing's gonna be fun. Hopefully we can do some cool things and not just have it be like a wall every time, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. How you feeling about Corviknight?
I mean, it's like you said, like this pair is like has been seen like so many times this year because it works really well. Like Corviknight has flying typing, so electric types or ground types don't hit Zeraora. Zeraora has Volt Absorb, so Corviknight doesn't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's just they just work really well together, and we just picked it because everybody uses it, so
it's a good combo.
Give it a chance.
Yeah. All right, Ricky, next one up.
I feel like this is another mon that usually gets paired up with Zeraora and Corviknight, which is Kyurem. I think Kyurem is really, really good. I think it's incredibly difficult to switch into if you're like a spec set. The addition of like heavy duty boots was a blessing for this mon because it's just so much more dangerous now. Natural bulk is amazing. It means that it can like set up substitute in front of most bulky mons, and they can't really break it because it has 125 base HP. That's insane. That's insane. But it's ultimately something that also deals well with like bulky water types, with freeze dry and stuff. Yeah, just Kyurem is a threat. Like whether we're specs, whether we're like sub-roost toxic, whatever it is, like Kyurem is going to be an absolute menace. And it's just something else that I feel like works well on the team because Zeraora doesn't really like grass type or ground types, and Kyurem just doesn't care about about them like whatsoever. So it's just another mon that's solid to pair with the two that we already had.
Definitely. I agree with everything Ricky said. Kyurem is like, man, when I go up against this thing, I just hate going up against it. It's, as you can see, it's bulky. It's like almost anything. Like, just look at it, and it has roost. It has pressure. You could toxic stall if you want to. You could just be spec, scarf. Like, this thing can do so many different things. Dragon dance. Like, you gotta prepare well, and if you kind of sleep on it, like, this thing can literally either late game or just straight off the bat just start breaking your team. So I'm in love with this one, man. I really wanted to try this one out for so long. We have heavy duty boots now, which just makes it even better if we want to play around and not have rocks. But we have probably like the best defogger in the game right now, so I don't even think we have to worry too much about always having heavy duty boots. So that's why we paired them up with Corviknight, because like, not having to worry about rocks, having something that's really good to get rid of rocks. This thing can just be super, super offensive or defensive, whichever way we want to play it. So yeah, I'm excited. And next up, we have another mon that just pairs so well with like the whole combination of Zeraora and like Corviknight and things like that, and Kyurem, which is Nidoqueen. So you guys already know in TBA we had Nidoqueen, right? That's where we had Nidoqueen.
Yeah. I think we did have Nidoqueen there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And Nidoqueen was literally a mon that came every single week for us. Like, it was really good. We always had it defensive, but it was just really good also to just break the walls that we were going up against, and that's why I really love Nidoqueen. Its typing gives us such good synergy with Kyurem, Corviknight, and Zeraora. Literally, it takes like almost everything for each one, which is really cool. Especially having two electric immunities and then one resistance. Corviknight's going to be very, very hard to take down. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy. Yeah. So, and then of course T-Spikes, Stealth Rocks, Sheer Force. This thing's just being bulky. It even gets priority if we need to. We can play it as a physical attacker if we want. This thing is just nice, a good speed for a wall, which we can creep a lot of things, which is awesome. And yeah, Nidoqueen is the GOAT. So how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's Nidoqueen. Like, it's been around forever. I think this is like starting to be like one of my most drafted mons.
Yeah.
Because it's just so good at like doing everything, and like there's not really much else you can say about Nidoqueen because it just does everything. You want it to play a role and it will just do it. You want it to be a breaker, it will break. You want it to set up rocks and hazards, it will do it. You want it to be a wall, it will do it. So Nidoqueen is just reliable as all hell. So
the OG, that's been around for so long.
100%.
All right, cool. So then, that's Nidoqueen, and next up, Ricky, go into it.
So Primarina is a mon that I personally wanted to use for a while, and I felt like it matched up pretty well on this team. I feel because we need a bulky water, bulky fairy type would also be good. This thing gets stuff like Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, which is a really interesting set. It has a really good special like bulk, and it can be a really good breakers because like every time I play against a Primarina, one of the default calcs or sets on Showdown is like a Choice Spec set.
Yeah.
And every time I put in the Choice Spec set, I look at my team and think like I don't have a switch into this thing. So I feel like it will be fun to use that. Like Premier is gonna be able to break everything so well, and paired up with Kyurem, I just feel like people are gonna have such a hard problem to be able to switch into this thing because things that mainly switch into this would be like bulky grass type, bulky water types, but we have flip turn. We can just flip turn out into Kyurem or into Incineroar or whatever it is, and just people are not going to have a good time. So yeah, Primarina is a mon that I've wanted to use for a while now, and we'll see how it goes. I feel like it's going to be fun to use, I guess. So yeah, that's Primarina.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to use this one for a while too. That's why me and Ricky both agreed like literally pretty instantly. Just that to be honest, that fairy stab of how strong this thing is, just like it's so good. Calm Mind, substitute, things like that. We always like having a nice bulky fairy. We had Togekiss in our last like co-op league, which is one of the top fairies, and I think this is one of the top fairies too. So yeah, I'm pumped. And flip turn, just with flip turn, it just makes it that much better. And next up, that is Primarina, but next up we have the GOAT Mesprit. So Mesprit, man, like Ricky has really convinced me. Like from the start of this gen, like I didn't think too much of Mesprit. I always was more of a Uxie guy. But now, man, like I don't even think about, like I don't even want to ever pick Uxie when this thing's on the board. It can do the same thing Uxie does. It may not be as bulky, but it's still so bulky, but it can also break. So that's even better. Like, yeah, sure, you have bulk, but if it just sits there and does nothing to the other team, it's not as helpful. This thing can, if you want, set up. It can have some nice momentum. It gets knockoff, levitate, which is really good for Zeraora and Nidoqueen. Psychic Stab is always good to have. Your bulky Psychic. I don't know if I said rocks, but rocks, that's important, so it's saying it twice. And I really just love that it gets Nasty Plot now. I think that's really awesome. And it has Calm Mind too, right? I think Calm Mind. Calm Mind, yeah. So this thing, it's awesome. Continue.
It can break, it can really break down a team because most people may expect like a bulky pivotish, but if we bring like Nasty Plot with like, because it also gets bolt teams, like it gets Icy Thunderbolt Psychic. That's just insanely hard to switch into. So yeah, Mesprit's been my baby since forever, and I've showed Danny the way, and now he's one of the believers. And
this thing's nice.
Yeah, Mesprit's amazing for what it offers for 9 points. Bulky Psychic types I feel like are really important. It's just
it's a
fat
sleeper
and
pick.
hit hard back. Love it. Absolutely love it.
And I just really fallen in love with Assault Vest, man. That thing is like Assault Vest Mesprit with U-turn and stuff. Like it's so annoying. Like it's literally helped me win games. So like, I'm super excited again to use this thing. All right, and then next up, we have Alolan Persian. So say stuff about Alolan Persian, Ricky.
So it's not the first time I draft Alolan Persian. I feel like Alolan Persian is like so good on teams that have a lot of offense. Because you can just parting shot out or something, make it go -1, and then switch in one of your like more threatening mons. And because it's not taking as much damage back, you just go ahead and punch holes yourself. Like imagine parting shot this into a Kyurem. Like Kyurem's already as bulky as all hell. If you parting shot into Kyurem, then like nothing's really going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Definitely.
So I feel like Alolan Persian is like the best bulky pivot. I feel like people try to pull off like Nasty Plot sets with like Dark Pulse and things like that. I don't really think that's that good. I feel like if you use Alolan Persian, it's just like bulky pivot with Fur Coat. It can take hits. You can go ahead and parting shot out. And it's a Dark type, which you always need a Dark type on your team 100%. It gets knockoff, so good to knock off like Rocky Helmet for like if somebody wants to bring it for Zeraora or whatever it is. Alolan Persian is just reliable, fat, bulky pivot. I really like it at least.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then like the speed tier just helps us perfectly because their aura's so freaking fast. It's nice to have
Yeah.
one right in between. And yeah, Persian. I can't wait. I think this thing's gonna just be so good for our team. But yeah, that's Alolan Persian. Next up, we do have Hitmontop, which I don't have the points for on here. Do you remember the points for this, Ricky, or not really?
I will check, but I think it was it was 9.
9, right? Okay, cool. All right, cool.
9. Yeah.
So yeah, Hitmontop. I'm really pumped to use this one. Pretty much. Hold on, let me get back on it. It has like so many different sets you can kind of run. So if we feel like one week a dark type is just too good against us, and it's like a physical dark type, which a lot of them tend to be, we can run Intimidate, we can be Assault Vest if we need to for like special ones. As you see, its defenses are really great. It has a good attack. And then other abilities like Technician, which is really good. And then what's it called? I guess how do you pronounce it? Steadfast?
I don't know, because
you
I've
can't
never
even
seen anybody use that ability.
It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool though. It can do something one day. But yeah, this
you
thing
just run Rapid Spin though and get the +1 speed. So
oh, that's true.
doesn't
That's
even
true.
matter.
Yeah. Forget about that. Yeah, forget I even mentioned that. So Intimidate and Technician. This thing is really just something you should never sleep on. Like we had an encounter with it at TBA week 1, and this thing was just so scary.
That thing scarred me for life.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, just check out TBA week 1 and you'll see what we're talking about. But yeah, this amount is just nice, and having another Rapid Spinner or a hazard removal, I should say, it's really good. And then again, more priority. So we have this thing gets Sucker and Mach Punch. So I'm excited, man. Yeah. I just like
we've already built for week 1 a little bit of a sneak peek at what week 1 is going to look like. But we're bringing it like an Adamant Choice Band with like triple axle Technician. The thing just kills everything. Like you can try to switch in whatever you want, it's just gonna die. So I feel like Hitmontop, people are not going to respect offensive Hitmontop.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna open up a lot of room for this thing to just go in on teams, and I absolutely love it. It sucks it doesn't get knockoff.
That's the one thing.
It gets spin. It's a reliable spinner. It can be fat, but it can also just be offensive. And I don't know. I don't really like low tier fighting types, but maybe Hitmontop can show me that it's actually really good. So we'll see what it can do.
Agreed. I think it will.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I was talking about Hitmontop. Right. All right. Cool. So next up is THWACK. So Ricky, talk about the mascot.
Yeah, I don't even know if you mentioned our team name.
Oh yeah,
I
didn't.
THWACK. It's THWACK. So we had to go for a mascot pick. Again, this league is a lot more chill, so we really picked it more so for the memes. Like we used THWACK in TBA, and we had some fun with it. Like a choice banded set can definitely do work in grassy terrain. So it gets terrain, it gets priority with grassy glide. It's our mascot. Not much you can say about THWACK. It's our boy. We have to draft our boy. If we're doing a team league, we're gonna draft THWACK, especially if our team name is THWACK. So people be ready for this boy. People should be ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so hyped for this one. Again, like Ricky said, it could be banded if we want to run Life Orb because we have grassy terrain, or we could even run it bulky. Like again, we go back to TBA a lot because some of these mons we had, THWACK we had, man, and this thing just literally walled Tapu Koko until we got paralyzed. But let's not talk about that.
Life on fire.
Yeah, exactly, for like 4 turns in a row. But yeah, momentum. This thing also gets knockoff, so we can knock off items if we need to. Bulky with Evil Light, super strong with Band or Life Orb, anything like that. Yeah, THWACK's gonna be fun, and I'm sure it's gonna come more than like 2 times this season. Yeah, and yeah, so that's THWACK, our mascot pick. So don't sleep on that. And then next up, we have Flareon. Again, I don't have the points for it, but I'm pretty sure it was like 2 points or 3 points. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't have the points for a few of these is because last minute we had to like change because we got sniped.
Got taken.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Me neither. It must have not been a big deal, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, Colossal.
Oh yeah, it was Colossal. It was. Yeah.
But I think it made our team better because we picked up Hitmontop.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, we have Flareon. Reason we picked up Flareon is because we did want to have a fire type. We didn't have many choices, I don't think, besides Flareon and like Rapidash. I think that's the 2 we were kind of choosing between. We decided to go with Flareon though, just because it's a little bit more bulkier. We didn't really need the speed too much because we have Zeraora and we have Alolan Persian. Yeah, so This thing with flat fire looking nice. Guts it's also really good. I've used this once, and like I used like a gut set, and man, this thing literally broke. It broke someone's team. They were like a Flareon. They were like questioning, like, I did not think this thing would even come, but it helped me win because it just broke the walls, and they didn't know it was even coming. So this thing's cool. Yeah. So how do you feel about Flareon?
This thing will break bulky water types. That has 130 attack. So like if your Guts boosted and then you got Facade coming out, it will do like 60% to a bulky water type. So that's great. It also gives us like Wish Pass, which is something we didn't have.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also a fire immunity, which we didn't have like the best fire switch-ins in our team. We have Kyurem and like Primarina, but the more fire resist, like the better.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be just a solid breaker, but it can also be fat. It's a good ice resist as well.
Yeah.
Which our steel type doesn't resist it. So it's just a good thing to have. It's like Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that. So
definitely.
Yeah. Maybe it'll come to like 1 or 2 games, but I feel like people will still have to like prep for it because otherwise, you can be broken down by Guts Flareon and it won't be fun.
Yeah, and that's kind of embarrassing too, you know. But and I also saw that it gets like Heal Bell, which is cool. So we have a nice little cleric there, Baton Pass. So you know, it can definitely be something that's just not only has one role, and you know, like it can definitely do some cool stuff. So I'm excited about Flareon. It's gonna be dope. I always like Flareon. I thought it was a cool evolution.
Yeah.
And then I believe this is our last Mon, right? The next one up is our last one.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last but not least, Ricky, talk about Regigigas.
So we saved the best for last. Like look at those stats. Those stats are insane.
Yeah.
Of course, it does have slow start, but that still leaves at like 80 attack, which isn't terrible. And this gen got like Protect, you got Rest, you got Sleep Talk, so you can technically burn down slow start turns. The main reason we picked Regigigas though is because we wanted a bulky normal type to be able to deal with ghost types, and this thing is really bulky. Like it's better than picking up, in my opinion, it was better than picking up like an Audino or something like that, because it's bulkier than Audino. It doesn't have Wish, but like I said, it has the Rest, it has the Sleep Talk, gets the knockoff, that's a butt ton of coverage. It gets even body press, so like we can make this thing work.
Definitely.
And, as a bulky normal type, for the amount of points it was, I feel like it was good. Like Danny wasn't convinced at first, but like slow start, it's not the greatest thing, but I feel like we'll be able to somewhat play around it. It's for a bulky normal type. I feel like it's absolutely fine. I feel like it'll be fine. It gets Thunder Wave for speed control. I don't know. It has a lot of moves, which is nice. So we'll see what it does.
I don't know. I agree, because like I don't know. Even like Audino, right? Like even with slow start, this thing is still stronger. So like, you know what I mean? Like so.
Exactly.
Audino, I think it was a little too passive for us, and that's why we decided to go for this one. And yeah, Ricky had to convince me. I never ever even looked at this Mon before, so looking at his move pool, looking at his bulk, Ricky telling me that it gets Protect Rest now, I was like, yeah, no, I think this thing can be very, especially for 4 points. I think it's pretty solid, because you want to have a normal type against these ghost types, and I don't think they're going to be able to do anything, even with a Focus Blast, if they get it. This thing is so bulky.
Really fat. Really fat.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the last Mon, guys. So I hope you do like this team. So if maybe I'll add a picture at the end just showing all the Mons, so you guys can see all of them in one shot. But yeah, we're super excited about this one, guys. We are going up for week 1. We're facing UnderTheRadar and Monotooi, which is going to be such a really good game. And Ricky just talked to them of where this game's gonna be and how the schedule is, just so we could recap in case you guys missed it in the beginning.
So recap in case you guys may have skipped to the end just to see the team or whatever it is. So it's gonna alternate between our channels. So the draft analysis is gonna go up on Danny's channel. Week 1 will then go up on my channel. Week 2 will go back on Danny's channel. So you definitely want to be sure to be subscribed to both of them so you don't miss out on anything. Week 1 is gonna be really fun. Kelly and Mono are like veterans in this format. I used to watch them play so much in like TBL and stuff like that. So I feel like it's going to be a really fun team, and the team we put together is also going to be fun. This league is going to be this league is going to be a lot more chill, so it's going to be a lot of good vibes. We're not really going to be trying as hard, so hopefully we can provide some good entertainment. But yeah, basically be sure to be subscribed to both of us.
Definitely.
That's the takeaway from this. Subscribe to both.
For sure, yeah. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys drop a like on all these videos, guys. It's gonna be such an exciting co-op league. It's just awesome to have it, a league that's more organized and we don't have to worry about certain things. and we'll know that it finishes. So like that's the most important thing. Yeah. So yeah, this draft analysis was a nice short one, which was really good. I hope you guys did like the team. Just drop anything in the comments. Let us know any cool things that you want to tell us about the team or anything we missed. Obviously, we kind of went through it a little quick, so we may have missed a few things. But any questions, any suggestions, anything like that in the comments, guys, please subscribe to Ricky. Again, it's key. That's super key because you want to keep tabs on both channels so you can see the whole season throughout, and we'll make playlists and everything too, so you guys don't miss it. But yeah, that's about it. We'll see you guys at week 1. Say peace to the people, Ricky.
Yo, peace out, everybody. I'll see you over on my channel.
Yes, sir. Peace. Have a good one, everybody.